Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. We are back in our Cubs franchise and we're going up against the Cardinals. It's a 2-game lead by the Cubs. And well, it's a 3-game series and this is going to be a big one if we can stay in first. Oddly enough, we're going to be going against Martinez. Only has 15 starts, banged up a little bit this year, but he's 6-3 with a 2.87 ERA. Strange thing is, the Cardinals have actually been pretty close with us majority of these seasons, and well, Martinez is already pitching great with Bryant chasing that one up and in. And then Rizzo, that one's inside, and well, that will be another strikeout. So Martinez 2 strikeouts after a walk, and that will move us into the starter, Jake Arrieta, 9-2, 16 starts, 2.36 ERA. Having another stellar year. Looks like he's trying to chase another Cy Young. He's had 2 in this series, chasing for a third. So the first batter, first pitch of the game will be a slow roller over to Addison Russell, which will be a infield single. So let's see if we can keep on going. 2-0 count. Let's ground ball over to Rizzo, and we will turn 2. Actually, we won't. It's beat out Fowler there. Fowler over on first. A full count slider down inside gets Gorkno with that one, and that will end your inning. So only 1 hit there, but the Cubs need to get the ball rolling. So we're going to start with Harper here. 0-2 count, and that is a changeup down, and that will be a strikeout. As we keep on going here with 2 outs in the second. Baez, slider outside trying to protect the plate, and well, Martinez is looking like an all-star out here. But we have our own all-star with a sinker inside, a swing and a miss. And we go to the top of the 4th. Finally, Russell gets us on a board with the first hit for the Cubs. It'll be a leadoff hit in the 4th. So we'll see what the Cubs can do here. And, well, they actually don't do anything with it as they pop up a couple times. We're back to Arrieta throwing strikes. And, well, that one's way out of the strike zone. 2-2 count on Gorkno again, and he's chasing a slider. So here we go, rolling here in the top of the 5th. 1 out, Baez, slider outside, trying to protect again, and well, Martinez and Arrieta are looking good. Going back to the bottom of the 5th, and finally getting a hold of one. Looks like a slider that hung over the plate. And well, that goes yard for Harrison Bader. Actually, Bader, actually. As Arrieta just didn't get that away like he wanted it to. And well, that puts up St. Louis by 1. Still a pretty good pitch overall. And funny part is we have Schwarber behind the catcher because of an injury to Wilson Contreras. As that one's inside, and a good pitch, get another strikeout there. Next batter. Going to go a slider outside of Martinez. Check swing. They say he went around. And, well, that's still 1 run. And, well, we got to make it up here. Going into the top of the 6th. Arrieta leading off. He's pitching pretty well besides that solo. And, well, he'll give us a leadoff hit. That will only be the 2nd hit for the Cubs this game going into the top of the 6th. So with Hayward up next, ground ball to second, an easy double play turn there. Hayward grounding in that one, hurts a lot, but here's Addison Russell, and that will be a single up the middle. That one just by short, and see if we can get this one going now. With 2 outs. After a pass ball, Bryant just skies it in the air, gets too much under it. And well, that will end the inning. Cubs strand 1 in scoring position, just can't bring them around anymore. As we go to the top of the order, into the 7th with Martinez just pitching great against the Cubs. Actually, the bottom of the 6th, I mean. And we go a 4-seam up and in. Looking at that one, there's another strikeout. Fowler next, 0-2. Another 4-seam up and in the zone. Fowler just staring at that one. And coming up with the 7th, we have Harper with an opposite field hit. That's not a fast roller, so not able to go to second there because of the movement over leaning over to the right in the field, but can't bring it home by Baez. Bottom of the 7th, full count on Wong, and he is going to stare at that one. It's up in him. He's angry about that one, but certainly a strike. So Rizzo with 2 outs will try to get a rally going on the top of the 9th, and we'll see what we can do here with Harper. It's up. Deep. Actually, it's not going to be deep, and that will end your ball game. Cubs can't get on the board today. Good pitching by Martinez, and pretty much cleaned up there at the end. 1-0 win there. Bowman has the save. Arrieta drops to 9-3. Martinez goes to 7-3. Go to the next day, Reyes against Lester. Our workhorse here has been pretty good, but not as good as Arrieta. But we're going to see Reyes here, 3-7, 4.21 ERA. Just not a very good year so far in 17 games. And we're still not hitting. Addison Russell misses that one. So Bryant out here. Bryant skies one to the left. It looks like it's curving, and it's going to hit the foul pole. That's going to be a solo shot in the top of the 1st. Bryant takes that 1 yard and finally on the board. Just debatable on that one. We've hit a lot of foul balls at home run distance, but never too much down the line. So after that score, John Lester coming in with the lead, 7-5 in 16 games, 3.54 ERA. Just hasn't settled in a lot of games, but not a lot of run support as well. So we gave him one. Let's see what he can do when he comes back. Pitching will go in the top of the 2nd, where Schwarber is just swinging and miss at that one. Go to the bottom of the 2nd. Outside, slow roller up the middle will be a single. So trying to get it with no outs here. Runner does go, and it's a line drive over to Rizzo. And I didn't notice it was a line drive there, and I thought it hit the ground, so I was trying to go for a double play. And we don't get it, but here's a 4-seam up in the zone and catches him looking. Lester just showing up out here. Full count, change up outside. Not seeing a lot of that from him. And that is another strikeout. So the Cubs maintain the lead even with that issue. Going to the bottom of the 3rd. It's going to be over to Rizzo. He's going to take the sure out at 1st. Questionable if he could have got him at 2nd, so it'll be a sacrifice. Runner in scoring position, right over to Baez. He's going to go to 1st. Runner will advance to 3rd. Lester trying to keep this in the infield. 1-2 count, and this one's going to be a routine fly ball out to Hayward, and that will end your inning. So the Cubs maintain a 1-run lead here as Bryant, Rizzo, and Harper come up the next inning. And we'll see Rizzo has in a single up the middle. As Rizzo's been hitting pretty decent in this series. And pretty much in the year, 95 hits this season. 4th in league. As now Harper goes up the middle. And that'll be another single. So can we get another one? Baez is out here. Baez high fly ball. And that's going to be caught. Rizzo was able to advance on a wild pitch, but can't bring him home. Lester in the 4th. 1-2 count on Gurko. And he can't do anything. That's another changeup inside. Schwarber back there catching again. 0-2 count in the fourth. Well, that's a four-seam inside and staring at that one all day long. So that will end your inning there. Lester, another inning of 2 strikeouts. So we're going to see Bryant here change up outside and, well, can't get a hold of that one. We're going to go with Schwarber. Opposite field hit on the shift. That's going to hit the wall, have a favorable bounce, and Schwarber is going to run into second. So it's a 1-out double. And that's a good one. That's his 10th of the season. Baez trying to bring him home. That's off the pitcher's foot. Weird thing here. Baez will leg it out. So runners on the corners. So next one is Happ. Happ's going to have one in right field. It will be caught. We will score a run with 1 out. And it'll be a sac fly. It's a good hit by Happ, at least putting it in the air at least. And so we'll go top of the 7th, and we'll see what we can do here. Or bottom of the 7th, I mean, with Lester still out there. Ground ball over to Russell. Not able to handle it and get over to first. Will be an infield hit with 2 outs. Trying to keep Lester in this game. Four-seam outside corner, and that's another strikeout. So we're going to have Hayward in here. Hayward, high fly ball in deep right field, and that will go into the stands there, and that will add a 3rd run. Some more insurance here. Still a save opportunity. Let's see what we can get going if we can keep on scoring. Hayward comes in some key times, but overall just not a lot of base hits from him. So see what we can get going here in the bottom of the 8th. Lester still pitching great with that changeup inside to Hundley. And well, there's another strikeout. And we're going to go to the top of the 9th. 2 men on. Happ is going to ground over too short into the double play. And we'll see what it is. Did Lester stay into the game? Diaz, Fowler, and Carpenter. And we're going to bring in Hector Rondon. Lester had a pretty good game going on, a shutout. But with the save opportunity, we will bring in Rondon. So 21 saves in the season. And well, on the second pitch to Fowler, that one is out of the park. So the shutout is gone, but it's still 3-1. It's one of the issues we've had, and we may make a trade later on in the season. Closer has not been reliable since Strop left, and well, Wade Davis. But ultimately, Rendon gets that one. It ends up being 2 more ground balls, so just giving up that 1 run, but in the close games, we need that. Waka will be pitching up here. Harper hoping to get something going, hit some fly balls out here, but Waka 6-4, 16 games started at 2.13 ERA, so better than actually Arrieta, just not the wins to back it up. So we'll see what he can do today. As we'll start at the top of the first, Baez leading off, trying to get this going. It's a chopper down the line, and Baez cannot get it. We will take another look at this. As Madden comes out in the field, we'll see the replay here if we want to challenge this. Looked pretty close. Ooh, it looks close. We actually do challenge it, and he stays on there. So Russell up next. High fly ball into left. It's going to be off the wall. We thought he was going to catch it. It will be just a double. Baez could have scored on that. We know it wasn't going to be caught off the wall. So we have 2 leadoff hits, but Bryant, curveball inside, outside the zone. And well, now Rizzo, high fly ball. It's going to be on the run, might be caught. No, it's not. That's in the first row of the stands. So Rizzo, a 3-run shot, 20th of the season. Well, The Cardinals aren't catching us today or in this series. So it's a big shot there by Rizzo, making it 3-0. And that, like I said, the Cardinals have been victimized a lot by Rizzo. So we'll go with Harper. Harper's going to launch run in the right field. That has a chance. And now that one's gone. Harper going yard now. Back-to-back jacks. This one's a solo. And Waka is just not doing great. Came in with a 2.13 ERA, and it looks like he's going to be up around 3 or 4 by the end of this one as the Cubs keep on hitting some good balls off him. So we're going to have Jimenez here go next, and he actually singles, and Sang is going to get the nod this one behind the plate. And that's going to give Schwarber the day off. We're going to have Hendricks out here. Hasn't even came out the pitch. Slow roller up the middle. And they'll get Hendricks out at first. So batting around for the Cubs all the way through 9 gets him 4 runs. And we'll see what Kyle Hendricks can do. 16 games. 8-5. 3.84. And a 1.15 whip. So just hasn't been dominant early in the season, but he's put it on down the stretch normally. He gets a lot of ground balls, but we go in the top of the second, and well, there's Addison Russell with his 14th home run of the year, tacking on 2 more, and Waka just cannot get this game over with fast enough. This is something we were lacking a lot last year with some power hitting from our non-power guys. Haven't been able to put the ball in play. Baez was actually out on first. And now Harper. Hard hit ball. That's going to sneak into left field with 2 outs. And that puts another runner on. We'll see what we can do here with 1 on. Jimenez going to put a just not a blooper that gets on the outfield. A little soft hit over the second. That's caught. So we tack on 2 more. A good launch out in left center. Waka just doesn't know what to do today. So Hendricks with 2 outs in the second. A runner at second. Good play here, but pulls Rizzo off the bag. It will be an error. There's a quick play there. And in the next play, that's going to be a single out in left. And that will score 1 run for St. Louis. That's going to be over to first base. Rizzo catches that one in the air, and that one ends the inning. So we go in the 4th. This one shot down the line. And that will be Addison Russell for a single. So next is Rizzo. Rizzo will not hit it hard enough to go out in the outfield. Just advances the runner over the second. And we'll see what that actually ends the inning. It was 2 outs. So going to the bottom of the 4th, and here's Hendricks finally settling in. Had a lot of hard hit balls in the first 3 innings, but now gets back-to-back batters. Grichuk looking at that one. That's up and inside the zone. Hendricks only letting 3 hits and 1 run so far. We're going to come back in Jimenez with a man on second. Just can't put the ball in play. And that's Gomez out there as Almora puts the single out in right field. That's going to be a 1-out single. Runner advance to third. Saying this can be a pass ball. We're going to test it. No, we aren't. We're going to send him back to third. And he gets jagged out. Just a bad play there. Sang strikes out with the changeup down the middle, and well, that's why Schwarber is playing behind the plate when he can. Luckily, we were up 6-1. Bottom of the 5th with 2 strikes. This one's a blooper out in center, and Almora misses it. Looks like it just went off his glove, but Jimenez is going to throw it in. It will be a triple. We'll have to see if this scored as an error. It would be scored as a triple. This one with no outs, out to Jimenez, he's going to throw it in. He's going to miss his cutoff, who is Rizzo there. And that'll tack on another run. 6-2 though. Hendricks in the bottom of the sixth. Fastball outside. Diaz swinging at that one. And Will missing it. Only at 77 pitches in the sixth. We'll go to the bottom of the seventh. We've tacked on one more. And that one's a curveball inside. And Hendricks just keep on rolling here. Now with 2 outs. The first pitch. And that one is over to Addison Russell. Easy play, but pulls him off the bag again. Luckily, this isn't a close game. Hendricks gets a short blooper out in to left, and that one's going to land just over Russell's glove. And so 2 on with 2 outs. Hendricks here inside. That's going to be another single. Harper's going to catch this one, throw it in, and that one's going to be off the mark. Maybe if he hit the cutoff there, that is likely an out. So it's 7-3. Getting a short fly out over the second, and that will end your inning. So we're going to come out here with, I think that's Marino that's out there in the bottom of the ninth. We can get some work for him. And that one is out to Jimenez over and right. So this ends up being a 4-game series. We've taken 3 so far. Actually, we've taken 2 so far. The last 2, and well, we're trying to take 3 out of 4. So Hendricks gets the win here, and we're going to go into the next game. Quintana, he's been pitching good here and there, but just has issues with home runs. And we're going to be facing Mike Leake. Mike Leake, 16 games, 7-3, by far their best pitcher that has some runs to help him. 2.80 ERA and a 1.16 whip. So we're going to lead off with Russell on the first hit with 1 out. And that's back up to Leake. Lucky it doesn't hit him. And that will be a base hit. So trying to get this going early again. Bryant puts this one out in right, and it will be cut off. We're going to have Russell move over to third, not able to get over the second. And Rizzo, high fly ball deep into left center, and that will score Russell. So no play home there. And we tack on another run in the first. So we're going with Harper, and he reaches for that one, and that one's an easy play at second. So the 1-run lead, we'll see what Quintana can do. He's 8-2, 16 games, 3.11 ERA, a whip at a 1.23, just not a lot of run support. Probably would add more wins here. So he's going to start out with the first batter, the first pitch out in left center. So speedster on first with Nunez. That one's going to be another hit up the middle. And actually that's going to be in left center. And that will score a run. It'll be a RBI double. And that looks like it's Fowler over there with his 11th of the year. And this one is another hit on 1-1. Fowler's going to hold it third. And we got runners on the corners. So first pitch to the next batter. It's over to Baez. Going to turn 2. We're going to let another run score. It's 3-1 to get the double play. So still in the bottom of the first. First pitch to the next batter. That's over to Addison Russell. And that will end your inning. So St. Louis tacks on 3. None of them a home run, but Quintana needs to play better. And finally with the curveball, gets Hundley on the outside. Trying to settle in here. Top of the third, Hayward. That's a sinker outside. Not able to reach that one. Going to the bottom of the third now with Quintana, curveball down and inside. Fowler swinging and missing at that. Next batter, bottom of the third with 2 outs. This one is hung over the plate in that curveball, but luckily it does hang in the air and loses it in the sunlight. It's going to hit the ground and go into the stands, but ultimately it's a ground ball after that as Chris Bryant still missing with that off-speed stuff. Going back in the fourth to Quintana. Four-seam up and in the zone. Wong just staring at that one all day. So trying to get something going here. Sinker. Some of this off-speed and some of this moving breaking ball is just not able to be hit. And finally, Quintana puts something on. And he is going to have a single to lead off the top of the sixth. We thought about pinching him there, but he's played decent so far. Addison Russell up the middle. So 2 on with 1 out. We have Chris Bryant. Bryant, though, right straight over to third. It doesn't matter if we had a pinch runner. I thought about it there. And that will be a double play to end the inning. So the Cubs have a little rally going on. Just can't sustain it. So going to the bottom of the third. Full count. And a swing and a miss by Gorka. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Still a quality start here for Quintana, and still pitching decent. It seems like by the third or fourth inning, Quintana settles in for 3 or 4. But Schwarber here skies this one into the air on a pinch hit opportunity with 2 outs in the 7th, and that one will end your inning. So this one's going to be hit out and to center, and cannot get it is Harper. The runner held halfway, so that'll just be bases loaded for Maurer here at the plate. It will be a single to end the inning, though, as we go back with 2 on in the top of the 9th. Infield fly for Harper. So no runners advanced. It's up to Baez. Baez would have had a base hit, but Fowler out there with the big dive and the big catch. So Leake comes away with this win. If that falls, we at least tack on 2 more to make it 5-1. So going in here, we go up against the Mets. We actually split that series. We're going to see in Philadelphia, we are ahead by a half a game in front here as we take the first 2 against Philly and lose the last. We have the All-Star games coming up as well. We have 1 more series before the All-Star break as we see a big trade here, Sean Doolittle. And so I will see you guys next time when we come in after the break. Later, guys.